All right. One of the ID started, which is in Facebook. Hi, Facebook friends. I'm ELANggovan, Elan here. Today we're having a masterclass of habits and new goals for corporate and entrepreneurs. Yeah. Hi, YouTube friends. I'm ELANggovan, Elan here. Today we're doing one of our programs about masterclass, habits and new goals, especially for corporate and entrepreneurs, integrated with the mindfulness and the cybersecurity modules, which given 1,000 over participants benefit advantage. Okay, we are on now. Let's begin our programs. Hi, how are you, Menaga?
I'm fine, sir.
Okay, we will start with the so-called sharing sections. Okay, now I will share one of my screen now, and initially I will prefer to get expectation inputs, from the audience, you, for example. Okay, I'm going to share the screen. Can you see the screen now?
Yes, sir. Can see the screen.
Just give me hints what the word you're able to read now.
Tabiat and visi baru.
How do habits and new goals enable greater success? All right.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Thank you very much. Okay. Okay. Yeah, we start with the sharing session from the participant, especially now you, Menaga. It is about like triggering the closest sharing which I can deliver in these sections for that purpose. So you can transparently, directly, what you feel, what you read or heard, not necessarily you have to tell the brand, the person name, program name, or any individuals, whether political speakers, directly into the topics which you may heard, and what you like to know, detailed part of it, for you to get greater success. And that will be the focus of from your sharing, Menaga as a participant. Okay, so please tell me what do you think about the habits and new goals, subconscious mind, business entrepreneurships, about consciousness, new vision settings. Okay, selecting a business, for example, you're setting another, new business, product-based business. Yeah. So tell me about your ideas, your points, your sharing, or your questions. Managa?
Just a moment, sir. Just a moment, please.
Sure.
Mr. Elan, okay, can you hear me, sir?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, sir. Sorry, just now you was asking about habits, right?
What do you feel? What do you understand? How you are managing it, or you just know the info about habits, new goals, business, entrepreneurship, and you can tell your info. You can add on with the questions as well.
Okay, actually, for me, habits is very important to be a successful person. As a successful person, habit is a very important. So if we have a healthy habits which we can carry in ourselves, we can be a successful person with the habits.
Okay. Any questions? What you like to know today? Tips? It's quite vast subjects for you to get take away for you to apply it specifically for what purpose? For health, for business, for money savings. For
Uh-huh.
saving.
Okay, actually, I joined to this master class. It's to learn and uh, how to develop myself
Mhm.
from this habit, and that's why I'm joining this class to learn about myself and to grow in my business. And I don't have any specific question. My motive to join this class to develop the habits, and I want to grow in my business.
Okay. So I will brief about the full program after we get share about the habits and new goals masterclass. Then you will have idea about what is that habits, the science of habits, okay, consciousness, as well as the 3-day full program, 100 days guidance, 80-month support, for entrepreneurs, corporate individuals, all above 18, can able to join and must, the individual should and have to master actually the consciousness, brain, thinking, thought, mind, and the whole process of it. Okay. If you like to know about habit, it is a very unique thing. Can you able to see my screen, or I need to share it again? Okay, let me share it.
Can
Okay, you can see my screen already, right?
yes, can see, sir.
Okay.
Tabiat and visi baru.
Yeah, correct. Thank you. Now, scientifically and philosophically, Eastern world have discovered many thousand years ago in a number of ancient oldest languages in the world, such as Indian language, Tamils, Chinese geographical locations, Mandarins, could be another land, in the Middle East, Arabics, and so on. Then there is knowledge transferred shared to so-called, Western world, Greek, English, and so on. So there is a lot of words used in Eastern language, vocabulary, words are very advanced, very high. For example, if you talk about water in English, there is 49 words in Tamil. If you call blue in English, there's about 38 over different blue frequency colors and words in other tribes. Okay, certain tribes in African, continent, for example. This goes to numbers, calculation, science, action, activities. That means the knowledge and experience accordingly, community transform into so-called the words. Okay, so when we explain English, I could explain in a few words, sentence, so that it match the actual performance or activity or the attribute regarding the habits. because connect to the brain, thought, thinking, minds, consciousness, subconscious, conscious, mind, subconscious mind, unconscious mind, beta, alpha, theta, delta, and so on. Okay, we start with deep breathings to get alert. And doctors, researchers, biologists in the world, including brain neurons experts who do operations for individual who get correct the biological part of the brain, thinking process, and so on. Everybody are recommending and telling the same point where even 1, 2, or 3 deep breathings every 1 hour, and in a relaxed exhale mode, will create 150 to 300 differences, various of hormones regulations that include it also regulate the leaderships, creativity, corporate competency requirements related hormones, and this determine the activities, the body movements, the perfections, the tunings, the required actions and activity are connected also. So let's do a deep breathings, all of us. Hi participants from Facebook, yeah. Hi participants from YouTube. Yeah, all of us can do deep breathings and exhale slowly. Can do 3 times, 5 times, yeah. You okay? See, the sharing which I'm going to deliver is fully scientific, philosophical, to get connected from the participant level. I will ask few questions. You can answer it. You can text, yeah. And I will, I will share the balance full part of it. Much easier for us to get aligned. That my briefing is fully scientific. Okay. Yeah, Menaga.
Yeah, yes, sir.
So if you know the, for example, plants. Okay.
Okay.
Different timing, it produce different air, exhale and inhale. And it produce chlorophyll, for example, based on the universal clock, correct? Yes. Example, morning,
Yes.
daytime, it exhale oxygen. Night after 7 or so, it exhale carbon dioxide. So that means there are a lot of universe clock and human body clock have to be synchronized through activity, extrinsic activity. That means through food, beverage, meals, drinks, the way we sleep and wake up, the time, yeah, the thinking, pattern, the affirmation, the trust, the belief, the whole process from extrinsic, external activity to intrinsic, internal thinking process. Yeah. Then the productivity become much greater, more meaningful. Okay. And the greater achievement can be, with a greater speed, express manner. Okay. So So the breathing techniques will be trained a bit much more specific to even analyze what is different between rest, relax, sleeping, and even meditations. Okay, these are the all different state of consciousness, state of the mind, so the thinking pattern, which continuously create the relevant results from the activity we do, from the idea to strategy plan and towards to activity, the action plan, relatively to the idea, goals, or visions. Okay. Now, if we want to say, talk about habits, it's like theater, movie, cue. Okay. It has main three attribute: reminder, routine, and reward. This happening will be continuously in progress, in process for every individual, whether they realize or not, or whether they tracked each and every hours, days, based on what cue. What cue means, for example, when when the individual brush teeth, so the reminder would be at early morning. Correct, Menaga?
Yes, correct.
Then the routine will be have to go to toilet area, or the brush supposed to be there. And the rewards will be what? You feel comfortable,
Yes.
hygienic. These are the almost automated. When we are, kids, we've been, told so many times, like, we learn how to stand around 9,000 times, by sitting back, by holding down, and we wake up, just get stand, So similarly, even how to comb, how to dress, where to dress, what dress, all, these are the repetitively guided by the guardians, parents, then to the school teachers, all right, and so on. So now the breathings will manage like plans related automated process in a body. It would be wireless based, greater thinking process to get the law of vibration attraction to work character, to create new neuron pathway. It's like different highway for different destination of traveling, brain chemical, to regulate hormones, to keep up the natural health, to be joyful and relaxed, compassionate, we feel like, eager, enthusiasm, inspiring to keep work on the project activity sales, as the timing where we started could be yesterday, last week, or last few years ago, so the enthusiasm should be joyfully repeated every day, every time we do the activity based on the especially business, on health and responsibility and commitment to us, individual, and to families, friends, and business partners. Okay. Now, we always have opportunity and options to learn, master the habit science, and we can program new habits, new seed, new virtues. Okay. And also we can pause and deactivate the habits which we not required, and we can activate the habits needed, new habits especially. That goes to the idea where, see, when there is a sound in the nature, human hertz about 20 hertz to 20,000 hertz of sound. Whereas other level of frequency, sound can be recognized by other living scriptures. For example, whales, dolphin, and so on. And certain human, when they get trained, the brain can translate as an info even beyond the 20 to 20,000 hertz. That means everything is about training. This could be advanced training, and we are going to get trained on habits. It's related to the sound and light. In this universe, darkness, there's a whole huge range of energy field, which we can recognize as a sound and light, for example. And in the light area, we can see the spectrum, a range of, a tiny range actually. And other living scripture can see different range of light. Our biometric device, our machines which we designed a few hundred years ago till today, sensors can recognize the lights which our naked eye, our normal human eye, won't able to perceive or get sense the existence of those lights. For example, X-ray, microwave, the radio machines, where the sounds travel. Okay, that means we have a vast opportunity to program our what we call the habits. Okay, just now habits, I've shared to you, is like queue, like a theater. It's like a mini theater for every minutes and hours. It's a whole big theater for a day, weeks, and months, because it has a reminder, it has a routine, it has rewards, feel satisfied. These are things not directly tracked by our conscious mind, conscious thinking. It could be not consciously, will I get rewards, satisfaction for every process I do, whether it is routine based from habits or consciously new activities. Yes, it is functions scientifically based on this process. Okay, so new idea, new vision, new missions require new neuron pathway and require new conscious focus, new conscious actions and activities, strategy plans, new conscious process of concentration to activate the activities to get the results, clarity on the visions, intention of visions, already success, determination, creating new seeds requires certain days, weeks, months. Now, do you have an idea, Menaka, for example, within how many days or months, weeks, a new vision-related habits can be programmed into our individual process?
Okay. For me, like 21 days.
Okay.
21
so that will be
days
usual
to
general idea, we will say 21.
Yes.
Okay. New habits for a new visions or targets or object and goals can be programmed within a second. It can be sustained forever, or programmed within a second, and it can become a backup records in unconscious mind. Okay, and it can take up to 5 days, 10 days, 21 days, and biologically the research now showing generally require 66 days.
Oh, okay.
To change the neurons pathway, like constructing a highway requires certain time frame based on the distance, the designs, concept, and everything, right? Natural environment, mountains and so on, very similar.
Okay.
And then the habits created. Once the highway is constructed, the car can move well. once the new neuron pathway is designed for the new target we see, for the new habits to function, then the comfortable will be there. Usually to do a new goal setting, to activate the new goal setting related activity or efforts will be uncomfortable. You can recognize it. Everybody can recognize it. Each of us can feel it. The uncomfortability of handling new activity, because habits work from or functions operate from the level of subconscious mind, which it is super speed beyond the conscious mind. Yet the greater part is conscious mind have the capacity and attribute to design, to set new goals, new visions. Whereas the subconscious mind, which is processing speed is higher, it only can get program or get the setting from the conscious mind. That means we have the moderating capability, all individuals. Yet most time we found habits, subconscious base process overtake the conscious determine new visions related activity, because it is virtual. It's easier to repeat. Known, predictable action plan and the results. When someone do the new activity, it is physical based. Okay, it is new action plan. It is unknown result to be raised or to be occurred. We know a target, yet the journey of every tiny process are unknown. That's the reason usually for individual to perform a new efforts related to the new vision and mission usually will be uncomfortable. We can get trained all this to make the percentage of the process to be more relevant, to be more expressed towards to new vision based success. Yeah. Okay. If you have for example, participants have new vision mission, what are the outer challenges in a normal layman acceptance feelings? Usually, example, people, the individual can say, don't have time, I'm not skillful on that, I don't have the tool, okay, or I've not done yet, okay, these kind of things. For you individually, what can be your feeling or realize info? What is the challenge you have to accomplish new vision mission? Hi Managa, you may
Okay. For me,
the YouTube participant, Facebook participant, you need to connect through our link. Automatically it will approve, you can log in, and then we can discuss verbally. Yeah, Managa, please.
Okay. My challenges, like sometimes like time. I don't know how to manage my time and situation. Sometimes situation also. Yes, sir. These two reasons.
Okay. Many other people have and may have other many few, some may overlap with other individuals around in within our vicinity, or within our virtual friends, or unknown friends, individuals. Yet all this info and the so-called the challenges, the feedback, when we ask question, why, what happened now, and what is your challenges, it's a general question we ask. The deeper question we're asking now, have you mastered consciousness, which is brain thought, thinking thought, mind, and the whole process of habits, which means it is all a memory. It is all you learn to say.
Oh,
You means I'm talking about YouTube viewer now, Facebook viewer now, including even if I ever give any feedback or a statements. And the unique part is the feedback which we give will be almost true. It's look like true. It could be true. On that moment when you say the words, the next moment it is not valid anymore. Because that next moment, a new efforts, new activity, new routine, new reminder should be activated in a queue, CUE, a theater kind of flow. Yeah, that should be mastered to activate this. Then the individual will recognize, will feel, will sense, will able to see in all the sense that even the time is based on the breathings, based on the breathings activating the thinking pattern, and it based on the memory which someone told is 24 hours. Yeah, that means the time will expand based on our acceptance to complete that particular task, acceptance to include new task for the new vision mission. The individual will complete the older task. It could be commitment and responsibility, and new task can be towards to business or income earning, could be for recovering health, a new process, Pacific health rejuvenations. The individual will feel and experience the time automatically expand to make it available for the old process to be accomplished and the new vision mission related activity to be done. Yeah, that is a science of time, science of brain and thinking pattern, science of universe, the darkness, the infinite possibility. So that means habits is cosmic library. Habits means universe memory. Cosmic library means the human man-made calendar have completed yesterday, 1 hour ago, for example. When we say universe memory means based on your new possible thinking pattern, trust, beliefs, your affirmations and intention, determinations to do a new task, the design possible process of habits, it is still in a memory mode. It's not cosmic library yet. If you amend and edit the consciousness precisely for towards to your targeted new vision mission, then you are rewriting the universe memory. Memory means yet to be performed and complete for you as a result. Could be minutes result, can be hourly obtaining result, can be 1 day results, can be 1 week, 1 month, 1 year based results to be achieved, which is the targets. Various variety of targets, academic qualifications, acquiring greater results, health rejuvenations, business, sales, new idea or interested action plan to be attempt, for example. That's what we call cosmic library and universe memory. So whichever the second, minutes and hours and days to come, it is freely available for each individual to edit. That's a great options we always have. The possibility the metrics, the options, the opportunity, always available to get edited from thinking pattern, and the strategy plan, which is the physical part of it, the activity which is performing the the routine part of it, the new routine required. Yeah, this is about the great opportunity. Always we individually have it. Okay, so far so good. Hi Zoom participants as well as our YouTube and Facebook participants. Hi Managa. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, I'm here, sir.
So in other words, to put in a rough words, if someone gives some excuse, temporarily it could be a risk-based, temporarily it could be commitment-based, which cannot skip within like a flipping method. Yet, if they keep telling that so-called feedback, the challenges or excuse or the reality of real situation, that is, if it is ever repeated, for days, weeks, or months, then it is kind of like robots. You listen to subconscious mind, the habits, giving inputs for the conscious to tell the words, and it repeating the existing old cue, the theater, which is a reminder, routine, and the reward will be similar. So, and the brain will assume through memory of new goals that you are activating new actions. It's like dreaming state, subconscious program, the habits process, a higher speed. So consciously, at every day, the individual will feel that they are doing the new activity related to the new visions. In actual process, we have an audit process, one-page audit, we call it. Within 5 days, 10 days, the individual will know that they're not doing the new activity to, achieve the new vision missions. Very simple, very straightforward. It's a direct, self-auditing process. Yeah. So that's sections where, there's a virtual flow, there's a physical flow. Virtual means we need to master the brain, conscious thinking, thoughts, mind, emotions, cognitive skills, like, creativity, memory, focus, concentrations, activating new routines, overruling the existing habits-based routine. This routine will create the busyness, the occupying time of the 24 hours. Yeah. It's done super speed, super, nice, until easily, comfortably, individual will give a feedback time. And I don't know, the word I don't know also part of the habit process, the old habit process. I'm not sure, time not available and so on. It may exist and raise for certain period. Within that certain period, we should able to handle, so that we handling the existing commitment, responsibility, and the new routine should be activated as a physical activity. Yeah. And the physical flow will be food, health, emotion, actions, plan, strategies, reaction, respond, and results will be new if we edit this both virtual and physical part of it. Yeah. So new goals can be personal objective, family requirements, corporate visions, professional KPI, community contribution. Yeah. And if you talk about corporate goals, can be, safety, health, investment, sales, marketing, financial growth, reduce overhead, increase profits, satisfy customers, retain staff or agents or affiliate, the talent management, how you're going to support, whether the principal company giving support, technical warranty, brandings of your personal branding that you're doing this business, a new product or existing product, you're going to brand to, to new audience, prospects, potential customers, promotion methods, digital marketing, visibility of your existence in the business which you are doing, in a new way, new vicinity, new, peoples and so on. To talk about that's a corporate goals example list. There could be another few more hundred or thousand. To talk about individual goals, you talk about, physical health, intellectual, emotional, character, spirituals, scientific relationships, romantics, parenting, career, business, financial, quality of life, the way we, buy and determine to buy a dress, facilities, life vision, social and welfare based, support you want to give in whichever manner, time, skills based or monetary based, directly if there is any requirement in community level, like country or the place where we live and so on. So there could be another more, a lot more according to you, your interest, the goals, existing goals or new goals. So as we know, that can be set by you, and we have precise guidance in our 3 days master class, the mindpreneurship programs with temples and so on. So habits means just now, we are covered cosmic library, it's a universe memory yet to happen, it's a set of process, it's a redundant set of automatic unconscious thoughts, behaviors, happens through the existing program, which happen from our personal process from the womb when we start to grow as a zygote in mother's stomach, mother's womb, right? And the next vast question will be why it's happened, how it's happened, where it's located, who created, right? Through what energy, what power is existed, and how to moderate. 5W and 1H, right? This will be the hardcore questions, and it is a mega question, asked and searched by every individual on earth, right? Physically, by call, by attending programs, through email, through attending to watch video contents, about habits, conscious, or business, idea, vision, missions, how to write it, how to execute it, how to achieve it, and also through chat, emails, and so on. There's unknown and unknown habits, conscious mind, subconscious mind, unconscious mind, revolving, within these habits. So what is that? Who created? What is actually in reality? When it's begin to form, where it's permeated, can we identify in a conscious level why it's available? We can think and operate our activity, right? Why it is such a thing available? 16 conscious, 18 thinking frequency patterns, hertz, and 4 category mainly in the modern science, which is called beta, alpha, theta, delta. Delta means while sleeping mode. Beta means our active mode now. Alpha, theta means the subconscious mind process. Why it's available? Why should people ask? And many times, at many months and years, some individual who put efforts, and all available, even they couldn't go through the new vision mission for weeks and months and years. They've asked this question: why it's available? How to moderate it? The relaxed question is how to moderate it. Now, there's a specific, detailed answer. The same answer I'm going to give now, that we will be doing it as a case study related to the individual of the participant. In a Zoom, we have workbooks to complete. In a face-to-face time, we will meet up again, after the pandemic, the flood challenges, and SOP and so on. In a classroom, same, we will identify directly on conscious level that any child can recognize it, any individual can recognize it, any entrepreneurs can recognize it. So we have done such a massive detail, a vast network experts which we form through his global corporate group, the 7 algorithms, through my teams, our teams, from biologists, doctors, nutrition expert, counselors, scientists, technology experts who can verify our thinking pattern, whatever we are saying, how it can be relevant to modern science, from the ancient to modern science, from pure scientific to, modern world verifiable, facts. Now, I'm going to explain now in express mode, same explanation. Okay. See, who make it available? Who? The first question, who, right? Who, what, when, where, why, and how to moderate. Okay. Who? See, when we conceive, preconceive, we have two guardians called parents, and they already have their own activity, right? Correct? Yes. And we already explained the universe called darkness operating in process, continuous energetic energy transforming process, with various matter and life form from one sense to sixth sense and seventh sense. Okay, intelligent humans like yogi and prophets and so on. So there is cosmic library, there is universe memory. These are connected to all energy, to the light, to the sound, to the plants, to human individuals, preconceived level. Why? Preconceived, there's a thinking pattern of the parents. They have their own habits and cosmic library, which is completed activity, existing subconscious mind program, and there is a universe memory, yet they will explore individually and even with the kids, the baby which growing in the womb and to be birth, and after birth as a kids and child, teenage, adult, early adulthood and adults. Now, when there is a relationships, there is a rights. I give you a very nice idea. If it is your bicycle, you will able to ride it as you like, practically. Am I correct? Hi, participants of YouTube and Facebook. In a Zoom, Managa is here. If it's your bicycle,
yes.
If it is your grandparents' bicycle, you have to ask, right?
Yes, sure.
If your neighbor bicycle, you can ask.
Sure,
Can you ask as similar to your grandparents' bicycle? That's different, right? If it is the bicycle is in a different town, you're going to go there and ask to borrow the bicycle. Is it that similar to yours, to your parents and to your neighbors? Different, right? That means when the relationships, there's an automated rights, RIGS. This right binding autonomic acceptance about the principle, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, you're right.
That is what similarly, since the brain wave is energetically connected. Now I can give another science to say it is continuously connected. The normal questions I will ask. Okay, do you think there's a space in between you and this mouse, you and the mic, you and the mobile phone and the computer, you and the table? Yes or no? Generally, there's a space, right?
Yes.
Scientifically, no space. Your brain, your eye, the organ, yours means every normal humans, not trained yet to apply the sense eye to train the brain to translate the other existence, which light, sound, and matter. That means we do not have space in between us, practically, scientifically. Even to know this, we need to have a guidance from science, psychology, the modern expertise level of training. Just imagine how would be the requirement to master the habits through the 3 days process, 18 hours program, about business, about habits, about conscious, about nutrition, about health, about policies. You got to master it. in an integrated manner to execute. So preconceived, there's habits. Parents, when conceived, you have a relationship of the body creator, right? Fertilizing, zygotes. They are your guardians, your parents. Okay. When they give birth, also taken care by them. Now, what story, who will discussing at what age, you won't know. These are all heard by you, whether you involved in the communication or not. It is related because there's a relationships. You are there. And these become your sometimes, unfamiliar, unknown, unrelated, not related, or not required for you, especially some of the individuals have the power to learn fast. As you can train, we can train even others. Some people have habits where they are not, in line with the money. That will give all other related and not related, direct and indirect issue and challenges. That's why our consciousness create our own 16 to 18 different brain thinking pattern every second. There's a conscious, subconscious, and unconscious mind in a category in the modern world. All individuals, we only can recognize the conscious thinking, which we get, and 5 basic signs where we can see, smell at a time. Could be another few more about, the process in the back end, after this program, what we will do, for example, what food, will be, we will taking and so on, how we're going to rest, or what tasks to be done. How about the other 786 over average thinking pattern occur every seconds? We're not recognizing, right? These are all related to the cosmic library, universal memory, habits related to you from the conceived time, birth, and schools, all the activity you've done, whether you remember or not, all this available as the process happening. Even the conscious will take instructions or kind of like, it triggering the reminder to automatically do the task. So it's become repeated old activity. Yeah. So physical growth, energy field, aura, science now confirm, human beyond the biological body, there's a chakra-based energy center, it is spinning, at different locations. People normally, know 7 chakras. There is a 7 top, 7 bottom, 39 over the whole body, 108 life spot. It's about very specific, scientifically very verifiable science knowledge. We will share it on the 3-day program in a very simple manner, yet sharp on all this area, so that you will master your business and master the energy science, the habits part of it, and the consciousness, yeah, intellect and blissful, yeah. So the question, who automated what? The existence of habits in the form of vibration, to put very simple. And what level of frequency is a starting frequency of darkness? In modern world, we can measure as a 432 hertz, which is like neutral. How to bring our individual thought to that level to create a new habits, new opportunity, new success, we will train. And for me to give simple direct tips, bell sound, create a vibration for the brain to move to the wave towards to neutral thinking pattern, 432 hertz. Darkness form, the universe states. These are the, when someone talk, the wave increase, degrees changed. When there is a firecracker, the sound, the thinking pattern, the emotion itself changed. Correct? Hi, participant of Facebook and YouTube. Hi, Menaga. It is relevant, right?
Yes, sir. Yes. And
Yeah.
hearing. Yes.
So that is the part. Yeah. Okay. So what is a vibration? You have to master the vibrations. You should know precisely what sound to put in, what instrument to use
Uh,
3 times per day to get super speed success.
uh,
To avoid the childish excuse feedback, which usually we will give a longer period. Now, I told you commitment, responsibility
mm,
for risk
mm,
management to accomplish certain
mm.
activity. We can't flip it. Yes, everyone know. Yet that should be handled, and new habits, new seed have to be planted. That means new activity must be activated, and it won't be comfortable. It's a part of the nature. It's a habitat. You know? So what? Yeah, it's a frequency. Now, our training program will able to master how to edit MOS, mind operating system. That means you will able to program the entire life framework in any area, you name it: business, sales, health, slimming, relationships, okay, uh, idea, memory power. We have students. We have created the students, top 5 students in Singapore, which some of them will fail 3, 4 subjects within months. So cognitive skill also will be increased. Creativity, focus, concentration, resetting to new ideas, accepting new goals. When someone say can sell imitation product, you will say I can sell branded product. There's a market. So these are the cognitive power, inspiring, authentic enthusiasm will raise, will vibrate continuously, consistently, yeah, with constant vision, consistent vision, persistent efforts and exploration. Yeah. So bell sound is one of the idea how to moderate the vibrate, and there are so many other methodology we will share it. Yeah. So where it is raising, yeah, it calls circadian rhythms in the medical industries. It's a universal clock in the normal, discussion. We can use it. Example of chlorophyll process, body clock, kidney, for example, in a human body. For me to relate to the biological part of it, there's 3 major functions. Daytime it will filter toxin, and nighttime 11 o'clock it will pack the toxin. About 3:30, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock it will transport toxin. Otherwise it will recycle back into body, liquid, water, blood. It will affect directly leadership's brains, health, psychosomatic sickness, even directly disease or sickness. Yeah. So these are the location where it's located. It's located in the part where the the most bottom part of spinal cord, biologically as an organ of motion and urine, and so energy center. Both are really directly connected. So the example I given already, kidney functionality, modern science cannot change it. Based on universal clock, body clock. So brain has own clock. Where it's located? From the health. Health start begin to operate and so on through food and lifestyle. So these are the precise workbook and documents we will share it. How to sleep, how to wake up, the science of sleeping, science of taking bath, and so on. The pineal gland, pituitary glands, cells process, strong rhythm pattern base. Yeah. Why it's available? For the intelligent to process the known familiar habit or the previously activated activities much easier because it consumes less energy, physically, nutrition, and so on, and is comfortable emotionally. So that's why it's easier to process the memory base existing activity, and the individual know it is predictable results. So that means all results will occur. to be a fact. If you don't change the unfamiliar, uncomfortable, new activity for new results, which cannot be predictable. It will be good results, great results, as per vision missions. The clarity is required over there, the processes are there, right? So intellect without, memory when we're in child time. Intellect with the memory when we're kids. When we're teenage, we already copy all this process. If we like money, when someone, when we're a child, there could be some individuals talk about money, or the time is not available for them. That could be recorded by your ear, your brain, and it is recorded to the cosmic library, isn't it? Done. So you got to revamp the existing habits. It could be 100 habits or 1,000 habits. 90% won't be recognized by individual without a precise training, guidance, and process. And individual required beyond the intellect, mind, and identity or ego, or known styles, or known, the way we dress, the people we like, the choices we make. Yeah. Now got to be new choice, new idea, new vision, new activity. So new ID, new ego. Okay, it won't be ego anymore. When there's a new, it will be pure. Right? We require individually pure intelligence or super consciousness or universe consciousness or universe brain or super speed brain. Yeah, it's like a pure intelligence. That means intelligent without irrelevant memory or old cosmic library is pure intelligence. Okay, my point? Hi, YouTube friends, audience, and Facebook members. Hi, Zoom participant audience. Managa. So these are the category. There's a 16 thinking pattern within these 4 category, and 2 plus 2, 18. An individual got mastered. People teach how to brush teeth when they're baby, right? Well, someone should and must get this essence and train the baby before guiding to how to take bath, how to brush the teeth. This should be the first thing. I've done a documentation. I've done an official proposal to many education ministry and agencies in Malaysia and globally. What syllabus need to be included rather than so many petty things being taught, like math, science, so many things, which these are things managing and mastering and overruling those knowledge people learn. I've done requests, and we have a team working on it, how to provide this knowledge to the parents, so that parents will stop teaching brushing the teeth rather than teach these habits consciousness, where from kids level, before even they learn languages or characters or man-made calendars or time or clock. If the individual master this, then the other things which we wanted to teach, actually they know how to handle it. We can say it's beyond schools. Every baby growing, they know by nature. Okay. So why? Because it's atomic wave, energy, frequency, magnetic field, sound, light. It is cosmic library in its memory, right? It's darkness, it's infinite, keep expanding. It's energy form. So all these varieties which you will do practical things related to the business, to the health, to case study, to every individual participant's life related situations. And when they know the clarity, they will get transformed. How it is correlated, how to handle it. Stimulus always create response. Am I correct? Stimulus. Stimulus means it could be responsible to perform or commitment to perform activity or just hobby is all about stimulus. We create response. Through memory, we create emotion. Am I correct? Hi, participant on Facebook and YouTube, audience, newly entering, yeah, some of you. Thought create feeling. Am I correct?
Yes, correct, sir.
If a person can delete a part of memory, which is from the news saying that the economy is like not good, then there won't be any emotion saying that they can't do sales. Am I correct? The memory is deleted.
Okay.
Pure intelligence is worked based on irrelevant memories. Automatically, we do self-delete, self-filtering of the. It can be official news, unofficial news from social media. So what? We receive info, whether it's official news or unofficial social media of data for safety and what? For natural reportings. Next, for what? For information to be processed, not their experience to be duplicated through emotion of scare, worried, fearness, starting late. All these are reasons. People will say, I didn't have knowledge. No, that is not the real fact. It's all memory affecting emotions, creating assumptions. It could be, we could repeat the reported or the old entrepreneur's experience, and they can present such a way. It could be like true, could be real, and they also sometimes can give fairness that it will be repeat to another person or another time frame. Yeah. So thoughts create feelings. So that means we have to master the stimulus to response precisely. We have to master the memory. Just now, the intellect, the mind, the identity, the super intelligent. We have to become super intelligent to filter unrelated memory-based news. News is data. Data is cosmic library. Cosmic library will exist as a habit. It's a nature, right? We are training the whole essence, the knowledge. Thought create feeling. Feeling will determine to activate new activity. Otherwise, we will keep imagine that we are doing the activity. Actually, we are into emotions of old memory. We have a new idea. Without the activity of new activity, it can't produce new results. It will all be filtered by habits if you do not master habits consciousness in the entire essence. Yeah, in a systematic manner, scientifically and philosophically, psychologically. Yeah, how? So it is based on interesting muscle, nerves, glands, sympathetic nerve system, parasympathetics, pituitary gland, pineal glands, spot organ like urine, pass motion, rectum, anus, uterus. These are the signs. Will provide simple, basic, reality-based editing process to master the habits. Yeah, because if we get shared from a few participants, is that happiness can create greater results, leaderships? Managa?
Yes, sir. Happiness.
Yeah, can create greater leaderships, greater results generally.
Yes, sir.
That
Sure.
means the science, happiness create called, the hormone, one of the hormone called oxytocin.
Okay.
Trigger intrigue on, see, leadership flow kind of, neuron pathways growth, new neuron pathways. Okay, it moderates sound frequencies which affect the brain. Okay, the power of clarity, the power of intention. Process with habits. Actually, process how to edit habits. Process. New process will be new activity. New activity will be uncomfortable. Yet, if it is good, great, positive for new vision, then do it. Process will enable embedding new virtues, new seed, which will become new programs, which will become automated process, not automated habits. It will become relevant to the new missions, new objective goals. Yeah. So similarly, we have to get the people on board, the team, the affiliate, the agents, the vendor, the supplier, the customers. We have to radiate the superpower, greater thinking pattern. Yeah. So dedicating precise, focus to change and perform new process impacts results of the entrepreneurship, corporate transformation, and so on. Yeah. Okay, I can, I can give another typical, question and answer by myself. There's a lot of question and answer. Sometimes, individual may not able to construct the right questions. In fact, to get directly the solution for the, old repeated results. Yeah. So I can, share it. Before share that, I can tell, business nowadays required critical thinking, creativity, people management, teamwork, right? Service oriented negotiation, emotional intelligence, right? Judgments, decision makings, conscious leaderships, 6 sense, could be 7 sense requirement. Yeah. Digital marketing skills are one of it, the competency requirement, right? Yes, correct. So beside that, the checklist, we can have for transformation can be, defining process, master the pattern frequencies, handle circadian rhythms, body clock and universal clock, the intrinsic muscles, the spot, biological part of the body, the glands, the meals and beverage, cooking type, different of, whether manufactured food, how many percentage you're taking from your raw material, cooked food, health, exercise, detoxification process, yeah, inner mind, outer body activities. And the other part of transformation successful checks will be sound images, which you are repeatedly seeing, different between resting, relax, sleeping, meditations, creating a new idea, silence, resting, relax, sleeping, meditation, all together have variance in thinking pattern and process. So we got to master this part also, emotion, the brain technique, 7 rhythms, 7 minutes, 7 techniques. Yeah. The friendship, to whom you communicate, which book you read, which new sentence you read will determine the neuron pathway constructions. Yeah. Designing and make it available for new habits. Responsible on technology, smart device nowadays is very essential. Digital marketing and the whole big range of the knowledge required. Self-responsible on daily activities, methods to create new habits programming, for example, affirmation readings, yeah, or affirmation recorded and we can hear our own readings or writing it, yeah. Quick, colorful notes, agriculture knowledge, the plants knowledge, existence, darkness, the virtues, healthier and energetic sports activity, which you may familiar, yeah. So the best time to do reprogramming subconscious mind or new habits will be after wake up immediately with your, ambitions, before wake up, after take bath anytime, after intimate, if there's options available, before meals, before a mood swing, yeah. When you get mood swing, whenever you're traveling to new area, the subconscious will be open to do super programmings faster. It could be within 5 days, 6 days, rather than 66 days. So walking around in nature place such as garden, big, trees, seasides, the current wave is different. It creates ambience, opportunity for the individual brains, change hormones, brain patterns, transforming from beta, alpha, theta, delta, where greater programming can be done, with relevant to the new vision, missions, objective goals, targets, with specific, measurable, measure-based, quantity, quality, numeric-based, numeral-based, statements. Yeah, you got to construct that, especially in a jungle area, mountain area, seasides. Yeah. Okay. So we have covered, in an express manner, overall about habits, conscious, 5W and 1H. Yeah. Yeah, we can take a few questions to do our closing of current today's sections. Questions from Facebook friends, you need to come into Zoom. YouTube friends, you come into Zooms. How to come into Zoom? Okay, register. How to register? You can go to habits.uniqueyellowpages.com. There's a Zoom link, automatically be approved for you to get connect. Then you can ask question by chat or by audio. Hi, Zoom audience, Managa.
Yes,
You may have specific, direct, beneficial based questions. You have some queries. It is a habits conscious entrepreneurship, business, corporate, finance, money, health. Hi, Managa. I can't hear you.
hello, sir.
Now I can hear you.
Okay. Yeah. For me, I just want um to to create a new habits. I want to delete the old habits, which is not actually is not benefit for me. And I want to, for the 2022, I just create a new habits and new goals. That is what I want, but I think it's a quite difficult for me, because it's already been we already like practiced, the habit is already practicing till today. It's a bit difficult, but all, as you say, like it's all from our mindset, and is our willingness to change.
It is a determination, mastering a new essence will make a fast track for the possibility to transform much faster, greater percentage. Then individually we can feel it's easy, it's simple, and it's possible. Okay. Do you have someone have a money related issue, which they work, save, they work,
Mm.
stabilize?
Yes,
Not hardworking,
got.
different case. Don't have job, different case. Don't have skills,
Yeah.
different case. I'm thinking about
Yes.
they have a skill,
Ah.
hardworking, smart working, got a job,
Yes.
got a business.
Mm-hmm.
And some of them will even receive quite a substantial size of the money also, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm.
Have you found even in this various category, the category where the individual where they work smart, creativity, got customer, got client,
Mm.
payment receiving in
Mm.
process every big month, yet
Mm.
financially they are not steady. Have you seen?
Yes, got, sir, many.
Okay, why?
Yeah, that's why I want to ask why, sir, why?
Why?
Yeah.
It's very weird and quite funny, isn't it?
Yes, that's why, because they've been working so hard, and
They got a
in the
job,
end
they got
got a
work,
job.
they
Yeah,
got business, they receive money.
they receive
Financially,
money.
they won't
Yes.
be steady.
Why, sir? Why it's it's a big question for me. Even it's for myself also.
For yourself also.
Yeah, sometimes I think why, like, I earn, but I couldn't save sometimes.
Okay, now for these challenges, I repeat again here,
Mm.
for the individual around the world, from any language or continents or
Mm.
community or tribe, location or community,
Mm.
individuals, any races,
Mm. Mm.
there's a various category challenges happening, okay, that we take it as it is. Okay, they know their challenges, people who can work, cannot work, got job, no job, uh, there's a skill, don't have skill, maybe educated, hard to learn, okay, that's their experience they come through already. And then sometimes they do business, they got sales, some of them do business, got sales, sometimes do business, got sales, never receive payment. And there's one more category where they're skillful, smart, hardworking, independent, whether job or doing
Mm.
sales, they got customer, they receive payment, yet financially cannot be steady, including the respecting and so on. Now, let me tell you through experience of meeting thousands of individuals globally.
Mm.
And these can be variants
Mm.
if someone can show the individual, and we can do the case study. If we could even provide complimentary entry in our 3 days workshop, 100 days guidance, and 18 months support. Okay, if there is
Mm.
differences. Okay, now I'm going to ask you questions. You
Yeah.
answer it as it is, like a baby
Mm.
answering, a mother.
Yeah.
Okay, it's not much about personal things and so on. It's quite
Mm.
general things. Can be a little bit
Mm.
sensitive. It's okay. Just answer it
Yeah.
as it is. Yeah.
Mm.
If
Okay.
really confidential PNC or PNC for male, female
Mm.
purposes, don't
Mm.
don't your the answer. Keep it.
Okay.
All right. Now, my question is,
Mm.
I've documented psychological scientific info in LinkedIn and articles, and a huge references from many training experts, even counselors, from around the world in many
Mm.
languages have
Mm-hmm.
given support, feedback,
Okay.
fact about this idea. This one of the idea I'm telling. It could be many
Mm.
others. Okay, they could, don't know how to save. They
Mm.
could, didn't create the saving pot or saving account, dedicated account.
Mm.
They could overspend. They could be generous to spend for direct people where they know, through family or friends or staff or colleagues,
Mm.
could be, or they like to go to holidays, we talk about all the positive category in this our, case study purpose. Now, and on top of it, I'm going to give you this one flow could be this major factor. And this essence come with question answer. You will know, and the audience will know their situations. Now, my questions now. The title is
Mm.
the parents who giving food meals,
Mm.
meals pattern and eating behavior will mold various related directly indirectly other habits, including money, respect, leaderships, status in corporate or public. This is the title.
Okay.
Let me tell the essence. What be found to be matched, or slight differences, variances could happen to the YouTube and Facebook, audience for listening. Now, now to you the questions, Managa. How many siblings you had when you were kids?
I have 2 siblings.
Okay. You are elder?
Yes, I'm the eldest.
No. I can tell you now, your younger siblings doing greater than you. Stability.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Yes, exactly.
See, there's a science behind. I will tell exact facts throughout my 30 years over research personally and with other medical experts, psychological, neurons research universities in various countries, top universities around the world. Okay. Okay. Now, next is you will have attitude of the word to say let go. It's okay, right?
Yeah, sometimes.
Okay.
Most of the time,
yeah,
I compromise myself for others.
This is started when you're kids.
I compromise.
These kids, when you start, nobody asks you to start this, right? You started, right? There is a direct scientific neurons effect, the neurons pathway, the biological part of the brain, right? Electrical pathway and chemical reactions, and the neurons experience cells, and operational like light wave and sound wave, right? On the current process, diabetes, the automated, hidden, unwanted progress repetitively happening, right?
Yes.
Or the hidden process, which finding the conscious mind also. Okay, now next is when you select food.
Okay.
Until certain age, you will be given a preference, and the younger will be given a preference when they started to grow. Yes.
Sir, can you repeat this question?
Until certain age, the food preference for you will be given actually as a first child. All the rights. After
yes, true.
The new siblings are growing naturally. Nature. I'm not saying right or wrong of parental or guardians. I'm telling the evolution of the energy flow. That's it.
Okay.
I'm not like prompting, commenting, feedback, giving statements, wrong, right, and so on. I'm talking, we're doing case study process, the process happening in a cosmic library. Now, the younger will get the preference, right?
Yes, yes.
Now, the two different habits will happen. When you are alone, you get preference. There's no other child to get affected, a side effect of the habits, right? No. When there's a younger sibling happen, or even much younger happen, raised, whether it is directly told, recorded, reported, or not, by nature, when there is a light, there's a heat. When there's a fire, there is a magnetic field. The light wave. When there's a magnet, there's a field. Magnetic field, right?
Yes.
When there's earth, there is a wave. Field, wave, and vibrations. So as such, when these multiple siblings grow, when the preference need to be given, yes, that is the nature of younger caring process. And without even doing negative situation by the guardians and parental, the elder get affected of cosmic library habit process. Even you don't say, you will have your idea, emotion, at one point of time, after repeated, let's say 100 times preference given, the 101 you will have idea, this I should get preference. Yes?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. True also.
That means
Ah.
it can be so good to say it's good, right? The younger should get, preference because they are growing, I'm already grown, Yet the word, the emotion, the thinking pattern come out because the habits already fertilized, the seed grown to ask question, why the comparison, right?
Yes, of course.
Now I'm coming to very deep and very sensitive part of it. Very deep and very sensitive, connecting to new habit creation process. Now that process I'm talking about one portion, which is meal preference, right? Now I will extend one more point. I will go to the extended habits on the leadership respects in a community. Okay. Now see another part of it. It could be yes or no. You just answer it, as I say. Okay. Now, have you been given same 100% rights to access kitchen area or food area or the food pot, or different percentages there in hygienic auditing? When you grow, changes happen, right?
Changes happen, yes.
Yeah. What age? Usually by 12, there's a percentage of control filter will come in from the home.
From age 11 or 12. Yeah.
12, yeah, 11, 12. Yeah.
Yes.
About 15, 16, that percentage will increase further. You shouldn't do that, you shouldn't do this. Am I correct?
Yes, true.
So I can tell your whole history with this, my 30 years experience. I meet millions of individuals, from all kind of works, all status of the works, all level of educated and normal, we call it, non-academic personality, skill-based. So now, do you ask this filtration? No.
No, sir, I didn't ask.
Did you feel that you are not hygienic as per when you are kids? No. You feel that you are fully hygienic as per your kids, and you've grown to 12 to 15. Am I correct? But 11, 12, correct, and 15, 16, why this a big filtration imposing happen? So-called is condition, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, is that happen to the younger siblings? No.
Yes, it's happened.
Percentage difference.
But yes, percentage is different. Yes, correct.
Okay. Now. Okay. Next. This is much more sensitive. Will the home members, it could be many members, uncle, auntie, parents, siblings, it could be 10 siblings, or whatever, or visitor relationships coming in and going out and so on, as per the family terms. My question is, do they allow you to cook?
No.
No. After 17, 18. Before that, you can cook.
Before that, I can cook.
Involved in cooking, right?
Yes.
After the 17, 18, these are the signs, and there's a reason behind which the fact found for the elder people is right, correct, and surface level we may take it as a correct. Yet there's a huge multiple new automated programming happening. Now, have you ever asked question why now I'm not allowed to cook at that age? Someone should answer it. What is the answer?
They will say, like, you don't know how to do this, you don't know how to prepare this. Like,
okay, before that, when you're a child, you're very good, right? You can do at the age of 9, you can cook, you can cut vegetables, you can support.
I can cut the vegetables.
Yeah, you can do everything. When you grow, you don't know, is there any logic or not?
No logic.
So illogical idea, illogical reason are given. So irrelevant habits are created. Okay. So that means now, did you argue that you are hygienic, you are clean, you wash your
Yes,
hands?
I do. I do.
No one,
I do
no one will
argue.
accept it, right?
Yeah.
Now,
No one. Like,
okay. Next thing is, what the place where you sit and eat. Difference between the other younger, right? The location quality.
from like
To eat the
not
meal.
all times.
Sometimes, yeah.
Not all the time. Like, yeah.
Okay.
I choose different place, but most of the times, like, we sit together as family and we eat.
Okay. Next.
Choose the place and we well.
Okay. Now, so let me now complete the entire scientifically related to Cosmic Library, these terms and condition, creating irrelevant habits, which an individual grown, millions are there in the world. They can't track and trace why they couldn't successfully become relaxed, a living process. Relax. I'm saying relax. You talk about millionaires and so on, it could be like another level of efforts, creativity, opportunity, business, sales, and so on. I'm thinking about a relax. Now, let me relate now the whole chain, yeah? You see, this preference given could be from the parental idea of own or on own, and this option they have to give preference to it could be give preference to the younger, children's, yet it is malfunction process. It shouldn't be, like that. If this process happen, let's say this, while I'm giving the idea, scientific connection to the money matter and respects, let me also to tell what to do if currently someone hearing in YouTube, Facebook, and we will upload this into our channels. Yeah. If new families, new siblings are growing from 5, 6, 10, 20, 12, 15 years and 20 years, they're growing different ages. If this is happen, what the younger should do, the elders should do. Okay, the younger have more options to overrule the new condition received by elder, because younger have higher preference. Younger should have creative intelligence to ask the guardians, the parents, the parental, whoever handling grandmother, grandfather, why these differences. Prove to me that the elder children sibling is not hygienic. And the question should be asked. Now, you guided hygienic of brush, how to brush teeth, right? Now you can guide 100%
yes.
to become hygienic. Guide now. Don't give splitting, variance, and terms and condition to disallow the involvement activity, that is conditioning the rights to practice as a individual in the family. That should be the guidance given by the younger children who are listening now. First question, prove to me that siblings, one or two of you are elder, not hygienic. Next, if you prove to me, parents, now guide now, as you guided me. Until now, we all qualified, we agree, we accept the hygienic with the elder sibling. These two questions. If this clarity available with the kids growing, whether young, it's happened to younger or elder, it can be sometimes vice versa also. All right, the imbalance, different respect, different rights given to access certain things, certain speech, sharings and so on. It can be, for elders or even for youngers. This should be the other people to genuinely implement the process by asking a question. Then everyone will get the opportunity of the same 100% rights. RIGTS. GTS. Is that okay? Is that this part clear?
Clear, sir. Clear.
Okay. Now, next is how and why is related to the grown many years of hardworking individuals. Now, see here, when the movement, human growth from food, health, emotion, intelligence, action, reaction, respond, results, the whole cycle, ever growing, right? That means now, let's say at the part of the food, restriction is given. That means the reason is I don't respect your hygienic. I mean, disrespect is coming, right? Menaga? Hello?
Hello, sir. Yes, yes. Can hear you, sir.
When, you keep on the mic, yeah? When disrespect comes, that means you should be the second class personnel. Okay. In an industry, what is a relevant medium to respect a second class? Money should flow lesser, right?
Yes.
Because the habits must repeat, isn't it? The habits managing the repeated, automated, unknown process through subconscious mind, which is different hertz of thinking pattern of personnel from cosmic library to repeat again the old familiar predictable result, right? That's the format of habits. It's a cosmic library. Okay, it's identity based, it's ego based, right? So that means it's clear now. So for the habits to success, it has to create the relevant related subconscious mind process to the food. Okay, respect. If less money, disrespect will happen. So the situation of respecting will be repeated. Similar status, the movement disrespect happen. Is that clear to you? So the habit process is successfully programmed and executed, even grown in all other different area. Whatever good thing you do, Menaga, I can tell you very clearly, even your own client or even the community, the respecting model is different. Yes? Yes. Yes, Menaga?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Based on, you can even view someone else could do lesser productivity or the genuinity or the so-called creativity or the on time and so on. And when you to do analysis, you can feel, you can audit even incidents happening, whether people know to you, unknown to you, become friend. After that, this disrespect habits will surface with some factor, correct? And that error will become to you. And the point will be to you that you did this and this happened. Am I correct? Another level.
Yeah. Yes,
you
correct
get
also.
the end statement dot, Menaga, is you.
Not
only they will say all friends, all family members, and I mean the human, the man, the woman, whether relevant to the activity or not, the sales or the support you do, or you do teaching, for example, tuition, whatsoever, whoever involved or not, the comment will be to you. Menaga, is your matter. That's why.
Yes.
This habit, scientific neurons program, to the the restriction given on the hygienic. It's a direct program. Now, tell me, this program, super speed, it already created various other different habits. All this, whether you know or you don't know, you can put it off. You must put it off. Without you putting off, do you think that you can overrule and overcome how many months and years, how many activity, how many businesses, how many different areas, how many methods, how much skill you have, how much creativity, give and take and so on you have? Did you able to reorganize those petty things to the big things where public respect, completing the process, project or sales or activity, or receiving properly on time the cash flow, retaining the cash flow to have smooth flow of financial progress? You won't able to handle it. You're using conscious mind, speed of 1 million. Subconscious mind process 1 million of conscious mind times 1 million, 1 trillion speed.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a cosmic library. So virtual. Your body react. Now the question is, Managa or individual listening in a YouTube and Facebook, everyone individually responsible to handle the habits that we know.
Yeah.
There's no subject matter pointing out, or blame. Yet, if you know the cost, you can be the cost of the new effect. If you don't know the cost, you'll be gambling. You'll be keep upgrading. You'll keep working hard on sales and business, for example, in money matter. You work hard on exercise, if health matter. And the result will be what? Who will take result? Conscious, subconscious, subconscious. So you should know the cause, the fact. Not only you, every individual have different things. Tracking and tracing and knowing the root cause, then still there is no subject matter for blaming, Knowing the cause and root matter is creative intelligence to implement super speed transforming opportunity. A specific idea. Okay. Because when there's someone blaming and new opportunity are same highway. So new opportunity won't raise or it won't transform. Okay. Gratitude of thank you also, opportunity, surfacing highway. So gratitude, thank you for whatever we had. This happened by kids' time. Now, if you ask, nobody will be responsible. Rather, we leave it as a cosmic library. Off the program, change the seed, change the tree, or move yourself to the new vicinity with a new seed, plant it, and grow it. So that's why eating behavior, moderating financial and public respecting status in human life. So I can go on the listing, listing comparing the restriction coming to the individual children and the reason of the real reason, so-called real reason on that moment, and the effect, the direct effect. I can tell you few now. Okay, restriction is imposed. That means we should disrespect the personal right directly.
Yeah.
So next, restriction is imposed to make sure you cannot become leader. Am I correct? The person implementing personally or to others, right? Will be avoided.
Yes, right.
Now, speech right will be avoided. Action make right will be avoided, right? One more great things, Managa. In this kind of area, some children will grow. They also will admit that they're doing wrong, and they will feel they're doing wrong. The habits will become so big like that. They themselves feel that they are wrong. Actually, it's not.
But why like sometimes like we know the thing is wrong, this habit is wrong, and we know that we aware that it's wrong. But why we tend to do the repeated things?
You see,
Even I like
a hardcore smell coming from one location in the hall. Without knowing the root cause, where it is located, can you wash it?
Cannot.
Let's say you got big palm, a great mop also. Can you clean it? You know smell coming in. You know that habits created unnecessarily. You not requested, right? You miss all Facebook and YouTube audience. No children request to give birth, multiple siblings, and different in hygienic suddenly from some age, from one age. Why? Who asked for it?
No one asked.
And now the question is, no the smell coming out. You have to trace and track the root cause, the location of the smell, right? And clear.
Yes, exactly.
You assume
the main cause is the root.
Assume with the smell happen, they will go near here and there, all around the hall, right? They assume they found. Suddenly when they open the box, not there. Open this, not there. Open the door, not there. Below the chair, not there. Below the table is not there. They assume they know the direction of the smell from here and there. They try so many things. If ever expert come in and they take less time, found it, clean it, and the entire smell change, right? It will take time. How long?
Yes.
One person will take 1 week, 2 weeks, so that they never clean every scene physically. They couldn't found.
Yes.
Similarly, the individual will assume they know. It's memory. It's a personal old memory which is not function. Now again and again, the individual will say, no, I will do it. What you will do it? One, habit repeating. Second, your memory which you won't able to correct the situations is repeating. Multiple habits repeating. So mastering the consciousness, mastering the habit science, and mastering the known and unknown. Some of it I can track. All participants track various. There are 100,000 of variants which I tracked and given the root cause to get edited. 100,000 variants. There's only one variance we're talking about. And that moment, within 48 days, they completed whatever they lack of last 5 years, 10 years, 2 years, 8 months. Then when completion happened correctly, they will accept whatever they assume they know they did. Even new things, they will say, I'm doing new thing. What? Habit won't allow you to do new things. You only feel that you're doing new things. Yeah, it's science.
Okay.
It will give a dream. It will give assumptions. It's a good theater. Let you assume, let you enjoy that you're doing new things. You miss individual, everyone, generally, until master to reprogram, to move away the seed, the tree, to develop. It will be there. You cannot you cannot remove from your memory, from experience. We can what? We can create new seed, new tree, new process, new habits, new results. Everything will be in a cosmic library forever, million years ago until now and future. It's a huge, one of the largest, big data center. Beyond any supercomputer ever human will create on Earth. A yogi go to a tree, 100 years old village, when a person like us put the hand on the tree, we will tell the history of 100 years physically, what, when, what year happened, from the nature to the technology, to the individual, to the experience, to the food. That's a memory. Millions years of memory. I give you another science how memories always existed. You know that satellite can take a photo of all building structure or temples, which the structure physically not there. Now it's a science, right? Using red array camera. It's like a hologram, right? The structure was there 1,000 years ago. Example, there are many confirmed, proven structure in Malaysia, in India, or many ancient cities in ocean as well as in mountains, in land. Now, the structure was there 1,000 years ago. Great structure. The community may be left off, migrated, upgraded. The structure also wiped off. Only the land is there, no physical structure. Why the man-made satellite, the biometric science intelligent technology can take a photo, can do the whole frame. That means the X-ray, and that means the frequency pattern of the buildings existing in cosmic library. Am I correct? I'm telling science.
Yes, correct, sir.
So even if the physical building was operated for 1,000 years, few thousand years ago, not anymore existed, no physical, machines or these buildings or the door available, how was the structure? How can the technology sense? Why not our brain? The technology invented by this brain, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's science. So cosmic library recording and everything.
Everything, yeah. Okay.
So this is one of the example. It could be one or two for one person. It could hold, or it could created about 30 to 10 to 30, 50 over different related auto-created habits to comply the first few habits to be repeated successfully. Am I correct? It must repeat successfully, right? To repeat successfully, it will create all other sub habits. Simple. Disrespect. Okay, I shouldn't give you a satisfied customer. You should have leadership. Okay, now you should have a team. Very hard for you to get team, right? Agents. Am I correct?
Yeah.
True. I'm telling you our business now. Because to comply the old habits, you should have agent now. Because you shouldn't become leaders. You didn't have the full rights, 100% rights, you're supposed to have. It was restricted. That become habits. No one will know. We don't care even people know or don't know the effects for you now. The handling person, you means individual, any individual. And the beauty part of it, the important part of it, no blame function. It will block the highway of new opportunity. Zero. That's another secret. Okay. Okay. So when zero blame happen, then you have to say, why and how can I get transformed?
Okay.
Zero blame. It means we know the root. Okay, we know already. So no blame, no angry, no scolding, whether directly or indirectly in heart or emotion, whether on the phone or email, whether we are in contact or we're not in contact, cannot do those things because those things will block new highway, because same highway, no different highway. for opportunity and gratitude of thank you. So instead of you must know the root.
Okay.
How?
Sorry. Okay.
Then you must replace with gratitude of thank you. You know, gratitude of thank you. They will over polish the diamond. Na?
Sir, sorry to interrupt you, sir. Sorry to interrupt you. I just have one question. How when people we know we are not happy, like even in the family members, we are not happy what he or she is doing to us, like where like we going to their house and they are not treat they don't know, I don't know how to say it, but which is I felt like they not treating me well.
Okay.
I don't know I don't know why is like I feel like very unhappy, very unhappy.
Okay.
And I'm not happy at all.
And
I
you're
don't know
not taking action also. That's the part. See?
Yeah.
Okay, you complete first, then I give you the real scenario.
Okay. Then someone in the same family members, then they wanted to criticize. They want to criticize about that particular person to me, and sometimes, and I can't avoid. I have to feed all the negative thoughts about that person, that particular person, which I doesn't like.
You're doing big mistake, Menaga. You're adding more unnecessary habits. You're adding unnecessary habits. The challenge you're handling, because you please someone of some relation status, do they come now for months and years handling something for you? Why you must please them? You like it or not, you please or not, that new hearing will become add-on power for unnecessary habit. That will happen to you first before even you think about other people. The story they're telling is a memory. The memory is not true anymore. They're telling you
in the end.
at every time you hear whether to please or you like it. Cosmic library work very simple and straightforward. It have only one word language. Yes, okay, take it, Menaga. That's all you do say.
That's right. Like I feel like
very simple, Menaga. You see, whether someone comparing you, disrespecting, at home, externally, corporate friends, or even in a relation house, the matter is personal. The matter is that it's a gossip. They're talking about other people. You tell them, wait a minute, I call now, speaker, you tell now. Then it becomes discussion for improvement. You're talking to me alone without another person, two things happen. One is gossip. Next thing, it will program to me. I have enough unnecessary. You cannot use the word I have enough. Just say, I need to get greater program, greater habits. This is the right statement to use. If you say you have enough, the old habits will stay with you. You have to say, I need to get greater habits for greater experience. This is unnecessary. You want to discuss, call them face to face, call on the phone, put speaker, talk. That is a negotiation. Otherwise, you are gossiping. Stop. You don't talk, you want to complain to anyone, grandfather, grandmother, uncle, auntie, you go and then we challenge the science. We challenge the science. We do the brain scanning. Each time you hear that, you know that your immune system will drop. You become sickness. You could have some sickness because of the psychosomatic by now.
I feel like I doesn't like that person. Like I feel like very why is she doing like this? Why is she doing like this? Why she treat me like this? I feel like now I like the little things that she did good for me. Now myself, I feel like, last time she did like this, then she disrespecting me. Why she do like this to me? I feel like
Very simple, Manaka.
I really,
See,
that's why I said that's why.
because
She
a
doesn't
teacher
like reading.
teaching you, for example,
Mm.
can you do a policy beyond school process of the students? Cannot, right?
Cannot.
Same thing,
Mm.
because goal you can put in the year, isn't it? You
Yes.
put the goal inside your eye
Cannot. Cannot, sir.
because it's goal what?
Uh,
Last time
cannot,
you put
sir.
in ear, now you can put it
Uh,
in the eye. Cannot, right? Same thing.
yeah.
They do good thing. Thank you very much forever for that. They not did the good thing as a payment for them to do negative habits programming. Is it? That's what they do
Mm.
good things. Is it?
Mm.
No relevant. You must have
Sometimes
guts. You must have guts and daringness.
that's why, sir. But sometimes I feel like, oh, I went to your house that day, you treat me like this. Now you came here, okay. In my heart, I feel like I want to revenge back. But sometimes I cannot, oh no, I shouldn't do like this. I am not
No,
like that person.
revenging
I feel like that.
is a situation where you are getting into further into the loop of the habits. On that
Mm,
moment, you shouldn't discuss
mm,
and hear.
mm, 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 mm.
When no discussion happen, one, they won't communicate. Two, they will stop discussion. They will do a proper communication. That's all. There's no such thing revenge. You want to take revenge, you take revenge to become greater to everyone. That's a great revenge. Become greater, successful.
Why I'm so much doing to some people is not worth for my life. I feel like that.
Those are things we can discuss detail in our
Mm, mm, mm.
our full flow 18 hours programs.
Okay, sir. Okay,
The
sir.
matter is, Managa, I
Mm,
already explained to you one
mm,
of the root
mm,
cause which
mm.
many, what couldn't track, couldn't
Ah,
trace,
mm,
which, overlooked
mm.
food and eating behavior, moderating, financial stability, and public respect. These two
Oh,
enough to put
this
someone
too.
not leadership. They will
Mm,
say, no, you do good things so well. So many other all irrelevant comment and feedback will come from
mm,
everyone.
mm,
Never
mm.
ask. That is not your quality. You are beyond
Okay.
that. You have to
Yes.
have now gut, respond to wherever
Mm,
required in a
mm,
proper
mm,
response,
mm.
and rethink to acquire this through our full program, and
Okay.
practice the super consciousness with the
Mm,
super brain mentor guidance like us,
mm,
and successfully transforming your physical
mm.
results. It's possible.
Sure, sir. Thank you so much.
Hi audience of Everything Habits, masterclass, mindfulness programs, greatly another evening, yeah,
Mm,
30th December 2021. We have completed with a few participants from Zoom, Thursday 30th December 2021, and several other audience. Yeah, someone say hi in YouTube, and from Facebook audience. We will having this video uh, as a channels, to be viewed from social media. And I wish thank you very
mm.
much. And I would like to share an important message. We all have greatness. Cosmic Library is a happening process.
Mm,
We should take responsibility and commitment personally for everything, even though we trace and track the cause and root of the cosmic library happening. There's a greater intelligence to learn, and get transformed for our greatness and for everyone's greatness. So forgiveness is important. Collective thank you should be the always permeating thinking pattern. Is the next options: find, learn, apply and practice the specific process, essence, techniques, methodology to get transformed from all this area. Once the individual get transformed, the old habits and whole happen also will become archive. It won't be any more space and time, memory allocations, or emotion swing for individual to think about the whole unnecessary, unfair, unwanted, unintended, habits, which could happen. The thing is, forgive, gratitude of thank you of all the greatness happen on the same childhood to the growth period. Calculate that could be more. Highlight that, rethink that. Then the gratitude of thank you related habits can grow much easier and faster. That's one of the techniques and tips. So I wish thank you very much. We'll complete the programs. And thank you for all the supports, all participants.
Thank you,
all
sir.
social media,
Thank you, Mr.
live streaming from YouTube, Facebook, as well as from Zoom as participants. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Thank you, sir.